friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. On the demand of many viewers, I am going to tell the story of Buddha. Long ago, the small kingdom of Kapilvastu was ruled by a noble monarch, Susodhana. He was married to the princess Mahamaya. One night, Queen Mahamaya had a strange dream. She dreamed that a six-tusked white elephant carrying a white lotus in his trunk entered her body. Puzzled, the queen told King Susodhana about her dream the next morning. King Susodhana was confused, so he considered a few wise men who said the dream is an indication that the queen will give birth to a wise and a virtuous baby. Hearing this, the king and the queen were filled with joy. When the baby was about to born, Queen Maya decided to visit her mother. On her way, Queen Mahamaya grew tired, so her bears carried her to a beautiful garden. Here under a shal tree, the queen gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. 5 days after the prince's birth, a naming ceremony was held. The prince was named Siddhartha. King Susodhana invited 8 Brahmin scholars to foretell the future of the child. The Brahmin scholars said that Siddhartha would either be a monk or a holy man. Hearing this, the king was worried. I will not let Siddhartha become a monk. After some days, Queen Mahamaya died. Maharashpati Gautami, her sister, became Siddhartha's foster mother. One day, when he was playing in the palace garden, a swan hit by an arrow fell near him. As Siddhartha was attending to the wounded swan, his cousin Devdatta came running and said, "This swan is mine, as I have shot it." But Prince Siddhartha refused to give his cousins the swan. Devdatta angrily complained it to King Susodhana. After listening to them both, the king asked his jury to settle the dispute. Devdatta argued that the swan was his, as he had shot it. But Siddhartha said calmly, if the swan had died, then it would have belonged to Devdatta. But I saved his life. Life belongs to its savior, not destroyer. Impressed by the Siddhartha's argument, the jury gave him the swan. Time passed. The king started a festival by plowing a field with a pair of bulls. Prince Siddhartha sat down under a tree and watched his father. He noticed that while the people enjoyed themselves, the bull worked hard. Prosperity struck Siddhartha's sensitive mind. After a while, Siddhartha got up and wandered about, observing the creatures around him. He saw a lizard eating ants and the lizard being swallowed by the snake. In the turn, a little later, he saw a bird catching the snake in its claws and eating it. For the first time, Siddhartha perceived unhappiness, suffering, and death. Meanwhile, the king noticed that Siddhartha was missing and they started looking for him. A little later, they found Siddhartha sitting under a tree, absorbed in meditation. The king was worried. I must distract his mind from all the thoughts of the austerity. Time Siddhartha was married to Prince Yashodhara. After some time, Siddhartha and Yashodhara were blessed with a baby boy called Rahula. While journeying, he saw an old man. What is the matter with him? Siddhartha wondered. He's old, everyone grows old one day, explained it Chana, his charioteer. A while later, Siddhartha saw a man lying on the ground, crying in pain. Chana explained that he was sick. Farther ahead, Siddhartha saw a dead man being carried by a foreman. His death, no one escapes that. Jana explains, and lastly, Siddhartha saw an accidented who has a strange look on his face. The sight greatly disturbed Siddhartha for days. He kept thinking about him. Is there no way to escape suffering, old age, sickness, and death? He wondered it anxiously. Siddhartha's restlessness did not decrease. He remembered the ascetic's calm face. This helped him to make decisions. He decided to abandon in his family and his kingdom. So one night, at the age of 29, Siddhartha left his wife and son and went to the forest by his charioteer Chana. After some time, he stopped near a river. Siddhartha shaved his hair and discarding his princess robes, wore the garb of an ascetic. Climbing, he said to Channa, "Now my quest for truth begins." Asking Channa to return to his place, Siddhartha went to Rajgira and began living like an ascetic being for alone. In Rajgira, Siddhartha saw a flock of sheep being sacrificed under the ruling king Bimbisara's order. He at once stopped the sacrifice, saying, "Life is extremely precious. All living creatures have a desire to live." His powerful yet simple words greatly affected King Bimbisara, who requested Siddhartha to stay, but he declined, promising to return. Soon Siddhartha left Rajgira and joined two sages who taught him how to reach a deep state of meditation, but he still did not find the answer which he was looking for. After some time, Siddhartha met five ascetics with whom Siddhartha practiced. Five ascetics soon became his followers. While Siddhartha ended his fast by expecting a little milk and rice pudding from a girl called Sujata. Soon Siddhartha's health and restored. Then sitting under the Bodhi tree, he vowed, "I will not get up from here until I have wanted the truth." As he meditated deeply, Demon Mara first tempted him with promises of pleasures and later tried to frighten him, but Siddhartha remained undisturbed. After meditating for 49 days, he attained a supreme wisdom. He was 35 years of age at the time. From that movement, Siddhartha was known as Buddha. He had realized that nature and causes of a human suffering and the necessary steps eliminated it. He also identified the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. Buddha sat under the Bodhi tree in a state of strange happiness for many days. Then he decided to teach what he had realized and thoughts of his five ascetic followers who were in the southern. At that time, when Buddha met them, the ascetics were surprised to see the divine radiance on his face, and so Buddha gave his first sermon in the deep park in Sarnath. After a while, Buddha went back to Rajgira with his disciples. He met King Bimbisara, who became his disciples. Over the year, Buddha continued to preach, traveling from one place to another. King Susodhana too was ordained by Buddha. Buddha also ordained Maharajpati Gautami, his foster mother, who became the first nun of Buddhism. When Buddha was 80 years old, he traveled towards the foothills of Himalayas with the chief attendant Andana and a few other disciples. A year later, Buddha fell severely ill. However, he went to Kusindriya, where Andana prepared a bed for him under two shal trees. Announced that he would soon attain a deathless state. Before entering to the deathless state, Buddha's final message was that every human should strive for liberation as nothing lasts forever. If you love to watch this story, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.